Hey, Blue Table fans! Great giant head here. Hey, I'm here. I'm going to get out of the frame, but I'm here with Andy, and you need to know that Andy is a master, and you're all about to receive $300 worth of advice. Dead serious. This is going to save you so much time, and please, take it away.
All right, I've been working on a big project. To give you an idea of the scale, those of you that are used to Forge World gates, this is how many gates I've removed pieces from. This is the spares, this is the waste resin. So yeah, I've been clipping a lot of pieces, I've been washing a lot of pieces, and I've been assembling a Warlord Titan, and it's there's only been about 360 of these sold, I think.
Really?
So yeah, you get a numbered certificate in the stuff, and I think this was number 360. I didn't bring the certificate. So unsurprisingly, I've not built one before, so I've been figuring a lot of.
And they cost about $1,800.
Yeah, and
like you could buy a used car.
Yeah,
you know.
To be honest, that's about how much it would cost to fix my car right now. So, check engine light came on today. So anyway, I've been assembling this guy. We've got the leg pieces here. I've tried to give him a slight walking forward stance. I've tried to keep the ankle and knee and hip joint all in alignment as you do when you actually walk. There's pins all over here, there's screws all over here, there's about a tube and a half of epoxy, there's about... In the whole model, I've gone through 3 tubes of epoxy and 4 things of super glue. Not to mention, I don't know, an awful lot of pins and quite a few screws.
Hold on just a second. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod.
Yeah, go for it.
Because it's making this weird creaking noise.
Creaking noise.
Here we go. Here it comes.
All right.
Yes, this is the attention to editing that you've come to expect from BTP videos. Okay, go ahead.
So I've
oh, it's like a toddler.
Yeah.
Like this thing needs to get into daycare. You know.
So I've magnetized the top for transport, and also to give you the ability to pivot the torso so you can bear the guns wherever you want. These little guns on here I've also magnetized. This is, haven't really done this so much with to allow you to swap weapons out, because at the moment I don't know of any weapons you can swap out. It's just because Forge World resin comes all warped and nasty, and these were warped out of size. So the way that I fixed it was to magnetize it. But it's quite good. So again, if I don't really know if weapons blow off Titans in the rules. I'm not that familiar with the rules.
Weapon destroy.
But yeah, on super heavies, on Titans,
I'm
not sure if
all
that
or
happens.
nothing.
So if you wanted to blow weapons off,
and look at this, like this is how heavy duty this is. There's a full on like screws everywhere to keep it together. Do you pre-drill these holes?
Yeah, everything's got pilot holes. You've got a pilot hole, or else you'd end up splitting it. So to give you an idea of the magnet strength, this is me trying to get them apart to show you the magnets. Because again, if you can hold the bottom, then I can roll it off.
Oh, and I do want to point that out, especially if anyone receives something magnetized, don't directly clack on the magnets. Yeah, you got to roll them on.
Especially when they're this size.
Right.
To give you an idea, I think these magnets...
It's like a backgammon piece.
Yeah, it's huge. And how much did it cost for these magnets? It was a decent chunk of change just for a couple.
It's at least $5
per magnet. But you know what?
So the other thing is, and you've got 2 of them, working together.
Yeah, these
it's
are
like a head-on collision.
You may notice they've also, that size of magnet is also in the arms here. So again, to let us, you'll see in a minute. And then you just roll that gently on, and then you got that. What should we do? Shoulders? Yeah, let's go shoulders.
Well, talk about the sandbags and the steel wool. Talk about the cleaning of the thing. Hold on, I want to get the expression on your face as you go ahead.
I spent 50 hours cleaning these resin pieces. I'll be honest, it's not fun. It's a bit of a nightmare. You have to cut the gates off. You have to clean up the flash. I would strongly recommend, if you guys are taking on a big project like this, buy the Games Workshop, the Citadel mold line remover.
Okay.
It's a really good tool. It's infinitely better than a hobby knife. It's expensive. I did about half the
How much are they?
They're about $17, I
Oh,
think,
wow.
with G-Dog price.
But if you can use it for a year.
Yeah, an X-Acto knife is obviously really cheap, but I used an X-Acto knife for the first half of this.
Well, wait, what does it look like?
We should have.
Is it like a loop? Is it like a loop of metal or something?
It's like a handle, kind of like a good X-Acto blade or like a steak knife handle.
Okay.
And then it just it sticks out, and it's got a little thin bit that comes out, curls under, and goes in. It's like a little weird scraper.
Okay.
But it's actually,
little weird scraper. I think.
that'll do.
Okay.
But get one of those, because the flash removal is ridiculous. You then have to scrub all this. Forge will say to use soapy water. Some people do that. I actually soaked it a bit in Simple Green for about 24 hours. I put a bucket in Simple Green. I take it out.
Is it diluted at all?
Yeah. I do a 1-to-1. Okay. So that's like the heavy cleaning. If you read the Simple Green.
Asterisk, do any of Andy's stuff at your own risk.
There's another product which I can't remember what it's called. It's something like Purple Power. It's like a purple version of Simple Green, which I hear is really good, but it's harder for me to find. I couldn't find it anywhere in Salt Lake. So I used Simple Green, 1-to-1 diluted, and I took an electric toothbrush, and every piece I would absolutely just go to town on it with the electric toothbrush, try and scrub it all off. Then you'd throw it all in a bucket of water, because you don't want Simple Green really on the models when you're trying to paint them, because you don't want that interfering. And then I'd take them out of the water after leaving them to soak the Simple Green out. And then again I'd go over them with a toothbrush, and then I'd give them a final little rinse off in another bucket of cold water. Some of these pieces just would not give up what I've been calling the Forge World hell grease. Some of them I was doing about 8 cycles of that, which took a long time, obviously. There's a much better way of doing it, which you obviously find out after you've done it. Steel wool. So if you've got big pieces with like not much detail on them, like this, take a bit of steel wool.
It's smooth. It feels smooth. None of the detail. You can actually tell where it's a little bit.
Where you've like just worn it a bit, exactly. And
once you put primer and 5 layers of paint on that,
and you can see here, you can see where I've kind of sanded it with wire wool or steel wool. It's the only way to get that hell grease off. Paint won't stick to it. I wouldn't recommend doing that on like infantry models. You'll screw up the details. But on big things, if you're making like a Spartan assault tank, or if you're doing like a Titan or something like that, just steel wool it. If the stuff hasn't come off after a couple of washes, just steel wool it off, and then do a bit of a wash process.
Great. Well, let's look at the rest.
Alright, big guns, never tire. Here we go. So this is where the magnet...
Like, looking at this, it looks like he's going to fall over backwards. But he stands up quite nicely, and he's going to have a base.
You know what?
No base?
Oh, yeah. Forgot to
no, it's okay. It's all right. Hey, this is only the first video we're doing of this. And for those of you noticing this fireplace behind here, that is really cool. That's over 100 years old. It's the coolest. My place is awesome.
It is really nice. All right, here's the...
Oh, and these rotate?
Yeah.
But they don't come off, it feels like.
No, because I've magnetized them,
that's
so
great.
they rotate, but they won't come off. Right.
That is great.
I've still got to fit those...
here's the pilot.
Yeah, the Princeps, I think is called. I've got...
That's incredible. He's not glued in.
No, I'm going to magnetize those guys, but I haven't glued them in yet because I want to paint them out of there.
Right.
Magnet in the head. Apparently Forge World are or have released other heads, so we're giving the client the option of maybe swapping out like that.
And this magnet is actually, you said, a little small.
Yeah, this is too small. I've run out of magnets. I need to buy more. That magnet's the right size, but this magnet's too small. So this is going to be very dainty. It'll hold, but I'm not wanting to clip guns on and off with that on yet.
But we're changing that.
Yeah, Monday when I get some more magnets. So there's the head. I'm just going to take that off to show you. That's how strong the magnets are. There we go.
Oh, they do come off.
Yeah, they
okay,
do,
never
but
mind.
they're just strong. I can't remember which way around.
Oh, this is incredible.
And this,
I had a hard time imagining what this would look like in person.
full beast mode.
But,
no.
oh, that is crazy. And this is like 5,000 points in the game.
2,700.
Okay, I take that back. I was way off.
It's still.
I was wrong.
It's still a lot of points. I haven't, again, like I said.
Oh, and when you get the plates on here,
Yeah.
that is going to look incredibly handsome.
We also have all these void shield generators. Again, I've like I say, I've run out of appropriate sized magnets right now. So these guys are going to be all the way down. So we're going to magnetize them so that in the game, as you blow off the void shields,
Right.
you can represent it. So yeah, I've not put the plates on yet, so that I can paint all of this and get the good metallic feel to the undercarriage. And all these guns, they all come with their own little plates. The client wants it painted up like the Fire Wasps. I think that's their name.
Right.
So I'm gonna get into that this week. There's other plates that'll need to be stuck on the side. It won't hold right now. Yeah, to give you an idea, all these plates are going all over him. So you got all of this stuff in here.
Oh, look at, so they don't just like throw this together and add bits and bobs. Like it actually has a narrative quality. Like this rolls up and down to make the, you know, the toes.
It's not just
move.
that, depending on how you
There's
position
pistons.
the ankle joint. So I've seen these positioned in a couple of ways. Like I say, if you're doing the walking forward, I just took it from human biomechanics of swinging your leg, knee and toe through in the same forward arc. And that's what I was going for. I almost feel like I said, if you wanted it, you can widen the stance. You can, well, you can't with this, it's so solid. But if you were doing your own, you could twist these thigh plates so that they came at more of a diagonal angle. Right. And then the knee, the shin would kind of go down, but then it would be in a diagonal, that ball joint would be in a diagonal. And you could get like a wide stance, as if he was holding his stance for like a gun platform. I didn't want to do him in a wide walking stance because that looks weird. I know he's a Titan, but I didn't feel.
No,
like
I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
And in the 40K genre, especially with Imperial Guard and Titan Legions and Space Marines, clunky is the order of the day.
Yeah, I mean,
like in my brain, I can hear this walking forward.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where we've got to. There's las cannons around the back. There's an awesome little viewing platform off the back.
Oh my gosh, I didn't notice that.
There's a little Princips on foot, I think. I didn't bring him. I've left him in it.
You can actually stand.
Yeah, so I don't know whether I'll ask the client. I might stick a magnet on there, so then you could get the Princip standing on there, and he wouldn't fall off all the time. But yeah, this thing's a beast. It's been a lot of work building him. I've had a lot of pull the hair out moments, but I'm just going to take that off.
Oh yes, you have.
Yeah, but you know, I'm really looking forward to the painting. The painting.
Actually, that's probably going to be the fun part.
Yeah, that's the bit I like best. So.
And you know, I thought the painting would take like 3 times as much time as the assembly, but
I think it's
now I'm
the other
looking.
way around.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Cool.
Well, that's really amazing, Andy. Thank you so much for being
welcome.
here. And I want to thank you, BTP fans, for coming along for the ride. There's much more to come. We are waiting to get into our new place, and in the meantime, we are just guerrilla warfaring the whole thing. Anyway, if you would like a Titan done of any size or type, this is the place to come. We know what we're doing. I have an incredible staff and more coming as well. So thanks for tuning in, and I know you got your inspiration for the day.